But Elara was different. In the quaint town of Elderglow, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, there lived a young dreamer named Elara. Elderglow was a place where tradition held sway, and most folks followed well-trodden paths. Blacksmiths, bakers, and weavers content with the rhythm of their ancestors' lives. Yet Elara's spirit was a spark that refused to dim. Her heart thrummed with a quiet, persistent desire to learn to unravel the mysteries of the world beyond the town's cobblestone streets. She wasn't born to wealth or privilege, and her family's modest means meant books were a luxury and formal schooling a distant dream. Though the library was it was a crumbling stone building, its shelves sagging under the weight of forgotten tomes. Every evening as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of amber and violet, Elara would slip away to the town's ancient library. The librarian, old Master Thalion, was a stern figure with eyes like polished flint, but he saw something in Elara, a hunger for knowledge that mirrored his own youth. One chilly autumn night, as leaves skittered across the library's stone floor, Elara stumbled upon a worn leather journal tucked behind a shelf. Its pages were filled with the elegant scrawl of a woman named Elara, a scholar from Elderglow centuries ago. Elara had faced scorn for her ambitions, dismissed as a dreamer in a world that valued practicality. Yet she persisted, charting the stars and inventing tools that revolutionized navigation. Her final entry read, "The path of learning is steep, but each step carves a legacy. Doubt is a shadow. Let your curiosity be the light." Those words struck Elara like a bell. She realized that learning wasn't about privilege or perfection. It was about resilience, about choosing to climb despite the weight of uncertainty. Elara's journey became a quiet rebellion. Inspired, she made a vow she would learn not just for herself, but to prove that anyone with a spark could illuminate the world. She bartered mending services for lessons from traveling merchants who knew arithmetic. She sketched diagrams in the dirt, teaching herself geometry by studying the library's architecture. Word of Elara's efforts spread. Children began trailing her wide-eyed, asking her to explain the stars or the patterns in numbers. At first she hesitated. She was no teacher, just a learner herself. But their curiosity mirrored her own, and she saw an opportunity. She started a small gathering under an oak tree, sharing what she'd learned. The group grew, and soon even adults joined, drawn by her infectious passion. Elderglow, once bound by tradition, began to hum with possibility. Yet challenges loomed. The town council, wary of change, questioned her gatherings. "You're stirring unrest," they warned. Elara's heart wavered, but she remembered Lysara's words. She approached the council with a proposal she'd design a water wheel to ease the town's labor using principles from her studies. If it worked, they'd support her learning circle. For weeks, Elara toiled, her hands blistered from carving wood, her mind racing with calculations.